Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to really try my hardest to get through this review with a smile. Gonna try. Here we go. So it's been out for over a month now, and out of curiosity, because I've enjoyed listening and viewing a lot of reviews of this film all throughout the internet, I have finally seen this movie. Some people call it the worst movie of the year. It is called Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. It's not really a movie at all. I wouldn't classify this as a movie. A movie tells stories, gives us characters, makes us feel something, and has a wonderful message near the very end, whether you agree with the message or not. With this film, it is just Kirk Cameron jerking off in a PG way. Thankfully, he doesn't really jerk off literally, but he jerks off with his mind and with his message and whatever goal he's trying to make with this movie. Now, the movie actually starts off with him sitting on a couch, drinking something, cocoa, liquor, whatever, and he's sitting in front of a fire pit like I do. I mean, he's pretty much vlogging. This is not a movie vlog. When you go to a movie theater, you don't want to watch someone vlog. You go on the internet to watch someone vlog. It doesn't take a lot of talent. You turn on a camera, you just start talking, you put something in the background, and that's all you really have to do. So when you go to the movies, you want to go on an adventure, whether it's a drama or a comedy or an action movie, or if it even is a Christian-based film. You want character development. You want an arc to get you to care about whatever message they're trying to shove down your throat, whether you agree with that message or not. You don't do it this way. You don't do it the way Kirk Cameron, who has to be one of the worst things to happen to Christianity in a very long time. And as a Christian, this is not what I would love to share with my friends who are not Christian or are Christian and are looking for some great Christmas entertainment. This is not entertainment. This is 80 minutes of literal jerking off. It's pretty much, that's what it is. That's what it felt like to me. There is a message of this movie is that Kirk Cameron is trying to say that, yes, there's all this symbolism with Christmas, but it all comes from the Bible. And I don't really buy into that very much. I don't buy into that fact that all of these messages come from the Bible. If it did, it does, but I just don't care. When I go see a movie that has a message, I want to care about something. But most of this movie is just Kirk Cameron technically talking in a camera. Whether he's doing it in a car with another actor, well, the director of this movie, or if he's doing it with narration as this weird, strange party is happening in the background. As we get to know these couple characters, I don't even want to call them characters, stereotypes probably. We get to see people having fun at a party, and there's this one scene in the movie where these two stereotypes talk about some really strange things that they just came out of nowhere. Now, I understand this movie is 80 minutes, and the message looks like they could have done it in 10 minutes. So for another 70 minutes, you get a lot of filler. There's tons of filler. Again, half of the movie is in a car. There's a part in the movie where Kirk Cameron and the director of the film are talking about Christmas and what, there's this story or plot. There's no plot to this movie where the director or actor has decided that he hates all the symbolism in Christmas. It's taken away Christ and stuff like that. So Kirk Cameron, who is, I guess, the savior of all the world in this film, has told that this is what everything means. And you should still enjoy Christmas even though all of these things are coming your way. You could have done a better job. I understand. His heart is in the right place. I'm not a fan of Kirk Cameron. I don't subscribe to anything he's ever said. I actually enjoyed him when he was on Growing Pains. That's the last time I think anybody really enjoyed his talent, was on Growing Pains. So it's sad to see him, who there is probably some talent there as an actor. It's long gone. Instead of making a movie, he's decided to make propaganda. Well, a lecture that is propaganda. I know, it's this vlogging. He is literally just vlogging. He's trolling for the entire world. And it's really sad because he probably does have an audience that listens to him, respects him, and wants to hear what he has to say. But why is he so lazy? This movie felt like it was done in one day. I have so many friends that work in and outside the movie business that are trying to get their movies made. And they're there to tell compelling stories. They may not have all the talent in the world, but they have interesting and compelling stories to be told. And it's sad to see money like this, whatever it came from, wasted on this movie. I mean, technically, it's all just filler. Because after like 45 minutes, I noticed that the movie could have ended right there. But of course, we have another 35 minutes of movie or so. I maybe done my math wrong. So there's like this huge rap dance number in front of a tree. There's this Santa part that's really creepy. And then there's also like backstory of the explanation of what's going on and why things mean a certain way when it comes to Christmas and the Bible. That just felt really stupid. Really stupid. And I was really hoping that after watching many people talk about this movie on the internet, it sounded like this movie was going to be so bad it's entertaining. It's good. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's not the Room of Christmas movies. Though, if somebody should say that, I will understand. But for me, it's a movie that I'll never revisit ever again. I don't imagine. Maybe if I get a group of friends together and watch them get hammered on whatever they like to do with their lives and then let them watch it, maybe that's the way to go. But you don't just sit down and watch this movie unless it's for torture. Now, I can understand if you want to ruin Christmas for your kids, or tell them that Santa's not real, or tell them that Christmas is canceled. Let's watch Saving Christmas, and that's a good way to torture these people, anybody that's watching this movie. I think this would be a great film for people that are criminals and terrorists of the world, to help them to confess that, hey, if you don't confess, you're going to have to watch Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. That's what you're going to do. And if you tell us if you tell us the truth, you won't have to watch it. You know, something like that. I don't know. Whatever's floating in my brain right now. I'm trying to remember what else. This is just. It's the number one. I think it's number one worst movie on IMDb right now. So that's pretty cool. It deserves it. I'm glad I didn't have to pay for this movie. Again, thank you, MoviePass. But it's kind of sad that, you know, as I do this video, it has been announced that the interview is not going to be in theaters anymore because of the Sony hack and terrorist threats and stuff like that. It's just kind of sad that that's happening right now. I'm not going to go in great detail about that. I just think it's kind of stupid. I just wish that this movie could get that same kind of reception. This movie needs that same kind of reception. But luckily, it's going to be away from theaters. And maybe it'll find an audience as a cult film, as being one of the worst movies ever made. Especially one of the worst Christmas movies ever made. One of the worst movies of the year ever made. Now, I would say this is not the worst movie of the year, because it is not a movie. It is the worst movie that I've seen this year. But it may not be the worst movie that I've ever seen in my entire life, because it's just not a movie. It's a lecture. It's propaganda. It has a message, but it doesn't try to do anything exciting or fresh or new to relay that message. And that's the most depressing part about this whole thing. The whole thing of Saving Christmas. Thank you, Kirk Cameron, and your... I don't know, your terrible personality. I don't get you, man. I don't get you. What happened to you, dude? You know, you've taken something that's important to a lot of people, and you've kind of crapped all over it. Christmas, everything that's, you know, people, everything Christianity. I think you just destroyed Christianity. And that's the sad thing about this film, is that it destroys Christmas, the most important things about Christmas. Christmas movies in general, it doesn't really try to be a Christmas movie, and that's really depressing as well, that it doesn't try to be a Christmas movie and give us a movie. And that's the most pathetic thing about this film. It's not a film, it's not a movie, it just is a pamphlet. You pick up, you look at, you open it up, and then you dispose of it, or you use it as toilet paper. And that's what I plan to do with Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. It's just like toilet paper. You look at it, you use it, and you throw it down the toilet and flush it away. It doesn't get any stars from me. It's not a movie. I don't want to wish this on my worst enemy. It's not even so bad it's good. It's just a terrible piece of garbage. Thank you, Kirk Cameron, for your awful, awful film. Alright everyone, I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLoveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Love Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com, and if you enjoyed this movie review, whatever it's called, vlog, easily just sat here and turn on my camera. There's no talent going on here. You don't think me making a movie about it, do you? Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this and found some entertainment value. What did you think of Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas? Have you actually seen it? Did you actually enjoy it? I'd be curious to know. I wouldn't judge anybody for enjoying this. We all enjoy crap. I bet there's a few films back here you could find that are stupid. So, alright everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, just be safe. I'll talk to you later. And hopefully I gotta find a Christmas movie to watch now. Something to get this out of my mind. Yuck, yuck, yuck.